Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the WIP or work in progress tag. So the purpose of this tag is basically just to share some information about your current work in progress. So let's just get started. The first question is, what is the working title for your work in progress? So the title of my book is Reasons Why Not To. It was actually originally Kids in Love. That was the original working title when I started the book back in 2018. And I basically only chose that title because I had no idea what to call it, and I was really obsessed with the song Kid in Love by Shawn Mendes. So I was like, hey, let's just take that and make it my book title. And it sucked. Did not fit the book for very long, or like really at all ever. And I'm really happy that I changed it and came up with Reasons Why Not To, and hopefully it will stay the title because I really love it. Question number 2 is, where did the idea for the book come from? What I love about writing is that ideas evolve and they change. So the original idea for this story was my main character finishing a book in a series and immediately needing the next one because it left off on a cliffhanger. So she ran to the bookstore to get the next book, but when she got there were no copies left, and then she saw a guy with the last copy of the book, and so she was gonna try to like bribe him out of it so she could have it because she really wanted to know what was gonna happen. And honestly, I don't know how it turned into the book that it currently is. Like, I genuinely have no idea. I don't know at what point it became a book about a girl with anxiety and a book festival. Like, I genuinely don't know what turn this book took and when, but I love it way more now than that original idea. Question number 3 is, what genre does your book fall under? So Reasons Why Not To is a young adult contemporary novel, and that is honestly the only genre that I write, so. Question number 4 is, which actors would you choose to play in a movie rendition of your book? I genuinely have no idea. I've been asked this question a few times before, and I'm never like satisfied with my answers, or I never have answers. I genuinely don't know who would play Lila or Beckett. I do have inspiration photos from them, but I don't know who these people are. I think they're just like models or like Instagram people, so I'll put them on screen, but they are not actors. But if they want to become actors, I will not complain because they are literally my characters. But I do have actors that I would like to play Jada and Megan. Jada is a main character, Lila's best friend, and Megan is one of her best internet friends, and also Megan and Jada are in a relationship. So for Jada, I would love if Sophia Wiley could play her. She's from High School Musical, the series. I saw a couple photo shoots with Sophia and they just fit Jada so well. Like, the vibes and the aesthetic just really fit Jada, so I would love for Sophia Wiley. And then for Megan, I love Kaylee Bryant. I didn't even know she was an actor when I chose her as the inspiration pick for Megan, but she is an actor. Don't know what she's been in, but I would love if she could play Megan because she's the main person that I use for character inspiration. So those are the only ones that I know. I have no idea for anyone else. I do have a character who my inspiration photo is Michael B. Jordan, so I guess we could use Michael B. Jordan to play the character Kellen. I don't really know. Question number 5 is, give a 1-sentence synopsis of your book. So my 1-sentence pitch is, 16-year-old Lila Gray wants to go to a book festival in California but has to overcome her social anxiety in order to go. That's like a very like baseline. Like, that doesn't even mention Beckett and like what happens with him, but like the core of the story is that she has anxiety and wants to go to a book festival. Question number 6 is, will you be traditionally published or self-published? So hopefully traditionally published. That is my dream. That has always been my dream and my goal, and I am working towards it, and I'm so excited. But hopefully it'll work out and you guys will be able to read it one day. But I'm set on traditional publishing, and I'm not gonna give up until I'm traditionally published. Will it be with this book? I don't know. I'm hoping it will be, but you never know with traditional publishing. But the goal and the plan is to get Reasons Why Not To traditionally published to be my debut. Question number 7 is, how long did it take for you to complete the first draft? So I think it was like 4 months because I started officially writing it, I believe, in July Camp NaNoWriMo in 2018. And then I think I finished it in November 2018, but I could be wrong. But I definitely finished the first draft of it in 2018, and I'm pretty sure it was in November. So I'm pretty sure it took me 4 months to do the first draft. I don't remember if that was like me consecutively working on it or if I took like breaks. I'm pretty sure I took like a break in August because I always take breaks after NaNoWriMos, so I don't really know. I'd have to go back to my writing blogs to really see when I finished the first draft, but I'm pretty sure it was from July to November of 2018, 4 months. This is why I'm a writer and not a mathematician, because July to November is 5 months, not 4. So it took me 5 months to do the first draft of Reasons Why Not To, but again, I don't think it was consecutive. I do think I took some breaks in between then. Like, it could have just been me writing in July and then me writing in November, maybe a little bit in between, I don't know, but from start to finish it was July through November, so 5 months. Goodness me. Question number 8 is, what other books do you compare your book to? So my 2 comp titles are Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia and What I Like About You by Marissa Cantor. These are the 2 books that I go to whenever somebody asks me this question. It's what I'm using in my query letter. It's like the anxiety representation from Eliza, plus like the internet friendships. And then from What I Like About You, I think it's like the romance, but also like the bookish fandom, because the main character is like a book reviewer. She's not like a booktuber or anything. I think she just has a blog, but like some of the things that go on are like similar to Lila being a booktuber. And then also there is BookCon in What I Like About You, whereas I kind of took Y'all West and made my own version of it in my book. But yeah, those are the 2 comp titles that I use, and I honestly think they are perfect. So question number 9 is, who or what inspired you to write this book? So the original inspiration for the book was just a situation that I went through where I wanted the next book in a series, and I went to the store and they didn't have it, and so I was like, I'm gonna take that, but like, what if there was a cute boy involved who had the book? But now it's evolved into something completely different. So my inspiration for the book definitely has to do with anxiety representation, and I basically just wanted to represent anxiety in a way that I hadn't seen before. Why am I about to cry? Why am I literally the most emotional person on this planet? I don't know. You know, I've read quite a few books with anxiety representation in them, but none of them have like fully captured my kind of anxiety, like the specific things that I go through, and they never describe it in enough detail that I feel fully seen by. Like, I do have books that make me feel seen in terms of anxiety, but not to the full extent. And so I wanted to write a book that fully captured how I live with anxiety and how it affects me on a day-to-day basis, because it does really hinder a lot of my life, and I wanted to represent a character like that, because I'm sure that if I don't feel fully represented by anxiety in a book, I'm sure there is somebody else who feels the same way and is just looking for a book that feels like them. So I want to be able to hopefully give somebody that kind of story. And then also, like, it's the kind of book that I need. Like, I was literally just finishing up my edits on it the other day, and I started to cry over the anxiety rep because it just meant so much to me. And I literally tweeted about it, and I was like, okay, I know that I wrote this book, but like the anxiety representation means so much to me, and I'm literally crying over it. I don't know, it's just like the lines and things that Lila were going through and how Beckett was dealing with it and supporting her with it, and it just, I don't know, it just really made me emotional, and I'm really proud of what I've done with the book. And I'm getting sidetracked, but the inspiration is definitely just to represent anxiety in the most authentic way that I can to my experience, and I think I did a pretty good job with that. So question number 10 is, what else about your book might pique readers' interest? I think that my main character Lila being a booktuber would pique people's interest, because I don't think I've ever seen a book where the character is a booktuber. I've definitely seen books where they are book reviewers, like in What I Like About You and Everything. She writes book reviews. I also think in the Lux series she's a book reviewer, but I didn't really like that book, so I don't really remember. I'm blanking on other things. I think there are other ones where they're like book reviewers, but I've never read a book about a booktuber. I read books with YouTubers in it. The first one coming to mind is Infinity Sun by Adam Silvera. I have never read a book with a booktuber in it. They might exist, but I do not know about it, and I really wanted to represent that because it's obviously a huge part of my life. I'm a booktuber, but also I just kind of wanted to play around with that in a book. I thought that it would be a lot of fun, and it was. I think that it'll be fun to read about because it was definitely fun to write. So that was the work in progress tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if I shared any new information about this book that you wouldn't have already known if you've been watching my videos for a long time, but I really just wanted to have like one cohesive video that just had like all this information about my book. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below a pencil emoji if you've stayed till the very end. Subscribe if you have not yet already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!